In this video, I'll be going over how to install the Grin app onto a Ledger hardware wallet and how to start using it with Ledger Live Desktop. I'll be using the web installer to install the Grin app. You can find a link to it in this video's description. Once the web installer finishes loading, it'll have buttons to install several hardware wallet apps. The Grin app is dependent on the MimbleWimble Coin app, so I'll first install the MimbleWimble Coin app by clicking on its corresponding button. Then I'll select my hardware wallet to install it on and proceed through the on-screen instructions to finish installing the app. Now that the MimbleWimble Coin app is installed, I can install the Grin app in the same way. And that's how to install the Grin app onto a Ledger hardware wallet. Now I'll install the version of Ledger Live Desktop that supports Grin. To do that, I'll go to this Ledger Live fork. You can find a link to it in this video's description. The assets in its newest release are where you can download Ledger Live Desktop with Grin support for Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. You can also download Ledger Live Mobile with Grin support for Android here. Since I'm using Linux, I'll download the Linux version. And I'll skip ahead after the software is installed and opened. Now that I'm at the main screen in Ledger Live Desktop, I can add a Grin account by clicking on the Add Account button. Then I'll choose to add a Grin account and proceed. I'll be asked to export the root public key from my hardware wallet for each Grin account that it tries to find. The account will start syncing after I approve exporting the root public key. The syncing process can take a while, so I'll skip ahead to when it's completed. Ledger Live Desktop will continue syncing accounts until it finds an empty account. Since I have Grin in the first account that it found, it'll start trying to sync a second account. In my case, I know that I don't have any Grin in my second account, so I'll just stop the syncing process and add the first account that it found. After I've finished adding the account, Ledger Live Desktop will show my Grin balance along with any transactions that it found for that account. And that's how to get started with using Grin and Ledger Live Desktop. In future tutorials, I'll be going over how to send Grin to and receive Grin from popular Grin wallets and exchanges using a Ledger hardware wallet.